you say so, I agree with you. I can't agree less. I just need just make sure we start. I was violated the done with the meeting. So like I said, focused on two things. We're focusing on how so far we've been able to understand what it means to build a team and also grow a team. We've also been able to understand how to work on the back office, which is like one of the most important things for us. How to build a team, how to work on your back office. It's a very good one. Stay in running through. I'm just going to be starting. Our moderator is still trying to get his way through. The network is not giving him space. So if you're not the one moderating, kindly mute yourself while we wait for our moderators to come online. But before then, I do have to start so that we don't have any delay at all. So before I start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Blessing Gerald. We have some other leaders here. We have Mr. OPM, and we'll be going right away to our main matters for today. So now, to get started, I want us to understand that life is actually an intentional
network.
Okay, can we hear me?
We are not hearing you.
Please?
We are not hearing you fluently. The network is already dealing with your voice again. I hope it will improve.
We find every network operation, no, not today at all. Yesterday we couldn't have our Zoom. Today again, another one. So can we hear me now?
It's improving. There's a lot of improvement now. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's improving. There's an improvement.
I think it's a general issue. Mr. Innocent, unmute yourself. Over to you.
Okay, hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Can we hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we are hearing you.
All right. Welcome. I'm excited to have us here, although the network is working terribly on us. Yeah, can we hear me?
Yes, we do. Or we are.
Okay. Well done. We have about 11 participants here. I can see Miss Blessing here. I can see Sanya. I can see Gimota Gabus. I can see Musa Traore. I can see Nnamdi OBM, Oka Emmanuel, Prince Joe, Sam, and then Yusuf. Okay, I think, let's just, to start very well on a very good note, I think we should just, if I call your name, you unmute yourself and then you say present. Let me get to be very sure that we all are hearing each other because the network is really very messy. Okay, let's do that. Let me call on the first person I can see here. Okay, I can see Sanya here. Can you hear me very well?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Don't mind me if I don't pronounce it very well.
No, you are okay.
All right, I can see Gimota Agabus. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, that's very fine. I can see Musa Traore. Can you hear me? Musa Traore, are you there? Okay, I can see Nnamani Monday. Are you there?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, that's so nice. I can see OBM. OBM, are you there?
I hear you properly.
Okay, wow, that's nice. I can see Oka Emmanuel.
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Wow, so nice. It seems we have the male topping the team today. Where are our female? Where are our female registrars? Okay, I can see Prince Joe DA. Prince Joe, are you there?
Very well. I hear you loud and clear.
Wow, that's so nice. I can see Sam. Have I called Sam before? Are you there? Okay, and then I can see Yusuf. I think I can see Sanya here, but it's the same Sanya I called before. And then I can see Yusuf. Are you there? Yusuf, can you hear me? Okay, I think so far the attendance has been amazing, and 12 persons, and about 9 or 10 has been able to, okay, about 9 has been able to respond, including our host, Miss Blessing. So we wouldn't want to waste our time. We would go straight to the business of today. Basically, I believe that everybody here is a registered member, right? Yes. Okay. The meeting basically is for those that has been registered. So if you have not registered with this amazing robot and then you find yourself here, it means this meeting may not be right fully for you, because it's basically organized for those of us that has been registered and has been participating in our trades with okay, we don't usually have a limited amount. As far as you are having above $20, $50, $100, 200, 500, 1,000, you can always trade. So we'll not want to take our time. We'll go straight to business. I don't know if Mrs. Blessing can hear me very well. Are you still there?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, that's very fine. Initially, my network and your network was trying to mess us up, but we are doing fine now. I'm excited, All right,
Yeah.
we'll welcome you, and then we want to take your presentation so that we'll go straight to the matter of today instead of beating around the bush. I'm so excited because you're always loaded when you want to talk to us like this. So we can't wait to hear from your pot of wisdom,
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah,
Thank
you have
so
the
much.
floor. You have the floor. You have the floor, please.
Okay, so thank you guys. Good evening, everybody. I'm
Yeah,
glad to be
welcome,
here
man.
today. So I'll be talking briefly on team building. Team building is important. We know that the stage we are in life, you need to work together with people to actualize your goal. You can't do it on your own. And each time you do that, you're able to impact people. You're able to reach out to people. You're able to affect the life of other people. So team building, otherwise, I could liken it to a strong cord that is hardly broken. So team building actually is 1 or 2 people coming together, 1, 2, 3, 4 persons coming together to pursue a particular cause. So I tell people, never build a team if you are not ready to work with a team. So I'm sure that every one of us are ready to work with a team. That's why we're here. Whether you like it or not, in life, you need people to actually scale up. You can't scale up all by yourself. You need relationship. You need people around you. And most times when you get to know people, you get to know people offering them value. When you can offer people value, you tend to draw value to yourself. You tend to draw attention to yourself. And Royal Care Bot itself has given us an opportunity to reach out to people and also draw value to ourselves and also give out value. It's important that each time you wake up every morning, the notion that you have to reach out to people should always be in front of you. You need to know how to do that. So in Royal Q here now, we have 2 ways to make money. You can make money through team building. You can also make money through trading. The choice is yours to make. Either way, it's your choice. So how do you then do that? To make money through team building, to make money through trade, you have a whole lot in front of you. But first of all, I like to come from the point of making money through team building. We call it the name called. We tell people that you can build a career through OAQ, meaning that you can actually build a team through your OAQ. So now, for the first time you join OAQ and you hear people say you can build a team, you can build a team. Why should I build a team for kind of loud? I don't know how to talk to people. I can't talk to people. I don't know how to talk to people. The first time I ever started doing this business, that's reaching out to people, telling people about my business, was long time during the COVID-19 period. Before now, I'm the type of person who will tell you, I don't talk to people. I don't do bring one, bring two. That's what people call it. I don't do bring one, bring two. But by the time I saw during the COVID-19 season, I realized that you can actually bring one, bring two. It comes in different form. It's not actually bring one, bring two. You have to understand that. So it's not actually bring one, bring two. It's understanding what you're doing. You're actually reaching out to sell value to people. That's what you're doing. It's not a bring one, bring two thing. You are selling value to people. So as a newbie, or even as an oldie, permit me to use that word, how then do you build a team? What are the patterns? How do you build a team? The number one way to build a team in the 21st century is to make good use of your social media. Make good use of your social media. One thing one of my mentors used to say, will tell you, carry your business on your head. Whatever I've learned to carry it on my head, because when I do that, it helps me to be able to give people the awareness and the widespread of it is everywhere. People understand that this man can actually do so much. This man has the ability to do this, do that, do that. So they don't take my money elsewhere. They don't take my business elsewhere because I announce it to people. So nevertheless, how do you now build a team as a novice? Number one thing I said is to use your social media. Your social media is very, very important. I'm going to break it down. How to have an unending flow of prospects. I will still also tell you that how to have an unending flow of prospects. But first of all, how do you use your social media? Social media includes your WhatsApp, your Telegram, your Instagram, your Facebook. These are part of your social media. Your LinkedIn. These are your social media, because these are avenues you're able to reach out to people outside your present spheres, outside your present spheres of influence, outside your present community. So you must be able to reach out to people outside your present community using social media. Number one social media I really want to dwell on today is your WhatsApp. Your WhatsApp is a very powerful tool. I tell people today, if you could just focus on building your WhatsApp alone, you've owned a major share of market in the 21st century right now. So then how do you build your WhatsApp? Each time you meet people, it gives you an opportunity, to be 10 times closer to your dreams. It gives you an opportunity to be 10 times closer to the dreams, to the desires you want. You're a bit closer to the dreams you want, because each time you meet people, presently they may not have something to offer you. But in time, as time goes on, you may have something to offer them, and they may have something to offer you. But how will they have something to offer you if you don't keep the relationship going? So what you need to do is this: take your WhatsApp, meet people. You have friends already that uses WhatsApp. What you do is this: send them DMs. Don't just bank on your WhatsApp alone. Create a broadcast list. Look at the friends that you have. Example, you know that in your WhatsApp contact, you have like 10 friends, 20 friends who value information like this. What do? You reach out to them, send them messages, tell them, okay, hello, example, you want to reach out to me. Hello, Blessing, how are you doing today? I have a special offer I think you should consider that can help you make a minimum of 10% every month using a robot. The only thing there is, or maybe you could just say using a robot and put it full stop. And that would mean if you have $1,000, you could make nothing less than $100 every month. If you have $10,000, you could make nothing less than a minimum of $1,000 every month. All you need to do is this: purchase the robot and you are good to go. And let me also assure you, your capital is 100% safe. You've drawn my attention. When I hear your capital is 100% safe, is your catchment area. It's, for me, it's a top notch for me. That's what they know that's already drawn my attention. And I want to ask further questions. And so I get a reply. So Blessing, tell me more about it. What exactly are you talking about? And guess what? You now start hearing, okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This, that. And never forget to always have your resources available, your resource materials are available. It's not that time you'll be typing what you want to say. Make it precise, make it short, and make it direct. Don't do so much notes. Sometimes too much notes can actually discourage people. Too much notes can actually make people feel, before they finish. Some people will never even read it. Only those who trust will be able to say, okay, let's just start. I can't read it, but make sure you've read. Are you sure? And that's it. But those who have not read, they won't do that. So what do? It's simple. Very simple. The number one thing to do after you've done that, you send a message in reply, you should send them a message back. And that's it. What you do again, after you send them a reply, then you send them a message, you wait for their reply. Maybe they don't reply in 24 hours. You can reach out to them, give them your report, let them know how far you're doing. Send them, oh, this is how far I've gone today, see how much I've made. Tomorrow, this is how far, see how much I've made. Constantly send them your report, constantly send them the breakthrough, what you're experiencing thus far. Send them your team building, send them your trading if you're trading. But either way, you must constantly put the business in front of them and let them know that you're doing well. Because if you don't let them know that you're doing it, they will never know that the business is worth it. Another thing you need to do is this, which is a plus also, is that you must also make good use of your status. Your status is very important. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. You must make good use of your status. Your WhatsApp status is a plus for you. It's one market that you should not play with. Every morning you wake up, after you do your prayers to God, drop something on your WhatsApp status in line with your business. Every morning you wake up, drop something about your on your WhatsApp business, about your business. Sometimes it's going to be motivational quotes. It shouldn't be only business. So mix it up. Sometimes you just drop something motivational, because when you do that, you give people a reason to relax around you, so it doesn't look like this one should just go look at status plan. I'll leave go food. They no need, But when you mix it, put other things exciting, informative, you tend to draw attention. Sometimes it could be an advice. Sometimes it could be maybe a scholarship that you found out that may be useful. Just make sure that per time you have something informative for them. It's not just about just for your QB, because sometimes it can be very, discouraging when the only thing you just do on your WhatsApp status is just your business. So mix it up. Sometimes get comedy. Sometimes get interactive posts. You could just make a post and say, what do you think about this? You could just make something very funny. Or maybe you could just do a funny face and snap. Or maybe you just do a funny food that you're eating and snap and paste there. That's another way to draw attention on your WhatsApp status. You must use your WhatsApp status. It's a very useful tool. Your Facebook now has Instagram, your Facebook, Instagram now has stories. The same thing you put on your WhatsApp status, put them on your stories. I tell people, building a team is an intentional thing. You don't just wake up one morning and build a team. One of the things I said about my upline, whatever I does, is he spends time in team building. And so if you put him under you, guess what? Your husband with 1,000 followers. So he that's your downline, he has done 10,000. And sometimes I'll be like, how does this guy even do this thing? He uses every tools for every Zoom they do. He has sent it to all the group he knows in this world that belongs to, that is in charge of. He has put it on his Facebook. He has put it on everywhere. So you just see it. He just keeps flaunting it in front of you. So you will never tell. That person that keeps seeing your WhatsApp status as soon as if he's not seen it. Consistent posting, the person will get involved in it. Okay, something happened today. There's somebody who has been seeing my post for over 5 months. She has never budged. As a matter of fact, January, she came to my office, asked question again. She wants to do blah, blah, blah. Will it drop to 30% a month? I say, Laila, yo, the more, what I can assure you is 10% in a month. And I said, no, she wants to use money for something. Guess what? Today she came to the office. Why did she come to the office? I keep posting about it. As she's like, let me finally do this thing because I'll raise the money for my house rent for something else. Why did she do that? I keep on putting it in front of her. I do a lot of stuff. And, one of the stuff I do is Royal Q. I put it in front of you every day. I don't play with it. As I am right now, I do trade by barter, which is like buying and selling. I do that. But it doesn't stop me from doing Royal Q. Like, any opportunity to actually meet people, I take it very serious. I've learned that one person closer to you is 10 times closer to where you are going to. So I don't play with it at all. I don't play with it. So you can't be Royal Q and tell me that I'm not interested in building a team. I just want to make my money and I go. No problem. Just want to make your money and go. Don't forget that you have somebody that's close to you who is wishing and trusting God for something like this, but you refuse to tell the person. God showed the person mercy. Somebody else tells the person will be able to do it. But you that is closer to the person, you missed the opportunity of sharing value. Because when you share value, you become valuable. When you share value, you become valuable. So hence, you miss the opportunity of extending value to that person. You must use your WhatsApp status. You must use your Facebook and all that. A list. Have a list of people you want to reach out to. For every business I do, I have a fresh 10 list I'll reach out to. So I can tell you that I have 10 persons that will follow me immediately. So have a list. To build a team, have a list. Let me tell you the truth. I'll say yes to you. Sure, 50% may even say no. It's short, only 10% may go with you. Sometimes nobody will go with you, but have a list. Have a list and follow up with your list. Another thing again, be consistent. Most of us will do one thing, build a team, and you are not consistent. You've not even been able to reach any level. The next thing is invent another kind of business. And you've not, and the other business you're entering is also building a team. So you're making the people confused. They'll not even know which one to believe or which one to follow. Because why? You've not been able to stand your ground in one, and yet you are going to another one to build a team. Building a team is a lifelong thing. It's not just about Royal Q alone. It's beyond Royal Q. My upline today didn't meet me in Royal Q. He met me in other MLM, and we've done several. So it's not just that. So because you need to have a consciousness that if you are building a team, you must feed your people. If your people are not well fed, they will not forgive you. Let me just tell you. You are going to have a red flag on them. It's going to be a red flag. So when you bring something to them, they won't take you serious at all. They won't take you serious at all. At all, at all, at all, at all. You need to be consistent. You need to find a way to reach out to your people, but be consistent with it. Be consistent with build your team. Most of us will have teams, and we don't see them. We are not concerned about their well-being. If all that you are concerned about is building a team, is just making money from them, you will never because they are not enjoying, they will not pursue it. They will pursue it. They will not be consistent. They will not pursue. Yet you will not suffer. So you must your social media. I said that. Who can actually remember that one more thing today? And also have a specification of you just write it. You find out that if you're eating complex, now would you buy? If I not test it, maybe now I should laugh at you. If I not tell this person, they say, is it bring one bring two I'm doing now? So you need to have a specification of day and follow up with it. It's very, very important. Specify the day and follow up with it. Another thing I want to say is this: always grow your contact. Always grow your contact. Sometimes you may need to visit friends. Sometimes you may need to just go to the shopping mall. Sometimes you may just go to the restaurant. Sometimes you may go to the fast food. When you get there, make friends. Hi, how you doing? My name is Sasa. So you say, nice to meet you. Can I get your number? I'm a businessman. I love opportunities. I like hearing opportunities. Can I get your contact? You collect the contact. Can you save mine? Make sure they save yours. Make sure you collect their WhatsApp number so that you can see their status also. Sometimes they may not do business with you now. They may be able to do business with you after now. But you must understand that it's a conscious effort. You are building a team. You are building a team. And one of the superior things in Royal Q about building a team, you are paid for building a team. You don't just build a team for free like that, or bring people to Royal Q and that's all. You are compensated in return. You are compensated in return. I know people who make up to $300 every day for just building a team. Some persons make $500 for just building a team. Some persons make $1,000 every day. I'm not saying monthly, just building a team on a daily basis is powerful. Building a team is very powerful. So you must not underrate it. Build it little by little. You realize that the interest of it will soon be manifested. Thank you very much.
Wow, 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 wow. What an amazing presentation, you know. It's always awesome to hear from His blessing, you know. It's always awesome to hear from you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. You know, talking about making good use of social media is always, it cannot be it cannot be overemphasized. It cannot be overemphasized. And then using your WhatsApp, you know, WhatsApp is more like the new gold mine. People are cashing out so big from WhatsApp, you know. And then, like she also advised, if you are using your WhatsApp status, it should not just be all about business, 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 and business all the time. You know, sometimes just spice things up, you know. I have a friend, she does business, not just MLM, she does her normal business. And if you see her status is always like a waist bead, you know. Sorry to use that illustration. You know those waist beads they used to wear on waists, you understand? And then usually it will be so long and plenteous, and it's always about business. Buy shoe, buy clothes, buy wrapper, buy this, buy this. And then I thought, and usually I try as much as possible to to avoid her status. And then one day I was talking to one of my friends that know her, and we discussed something, and he was like, no, he doesn't even look at her status because it's always this. And I was like, I thought I was the only person avoiding her status. I didn't really know that I didn't know that someone else, you know, was actually trying to do the same thing by all means, you know. So you cannot overemphasize the aspect of getting to make good use of your social media. It must always be updated. And like Mrs. Blessing mentioned, she has an upline. She too, she's my upline. So there are days when I don't even feel like posting anything. I just look at what she posts and I copy it and I post it on. I just post it on my own. It's copy and paste usually. And then also her team members or like her contacts on her WhatsApp list is usually not going to be the same with mine. Obviously, she is far away in Delta State. Me, I'm presently in Lagos, and most of you here will be attending this meeting from different parts. I think some of us are maybe even outside Nigeria. You get? So outside Nigeria now, what it means by extension is that your list or your contact is always going to be different. So if it's different, taking advantage of the contact you have, getting to meet new people, save new contacts, make friends, make sure, like she mentioned, make sure you are collecting their WhatsApp numbers, you save it up, and you know, boom, 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 you meet people. And then sometimes you may think you've posted enough, but it's not usually enough. Yeah, last week one of these is my close friend, you know. Last week he saw one of my status about Royal Q, and then he messaged me. He was like, "What's this thing all about?" I was like, "Bro, are you kidding me? Since all this noise I've been making about Royal Q, you've not heard." He said he has never heard anything about Royal Q, and this guy is always online. Like if I send him a message, if I send him a hi now, in the next 2 minutes he will respond to me. But he said he has never heard anything about. I said, "Really? You have never heard anything about Royal Q?" And then that's how we started to communicate. And he's going to sign up in no time. So please, taking advantage of your team building and then also trading, like she mentioned, the only two way we have is by building a team and then also at the same time trading. Thank you so much. We will not waste time in inviting our next speaker. I don't know if the next speaker is here. If
okay, so Anita, she's here to get online. She's been trying to.
Okay, the network has really been very messy.
Get online. Okay, so
the network has really been messy.
Well,
okay,
somebody's asked me a question.
Okay.
I was saying that is it wrong to build a WhatsApp group to build the team? Okay, so I like to you don't build a team and just act. So that's an insult. I leave your group. No matter what, you should be able to tell me that I should come to you. Yeah. So you don't just get a WhatsApp group and short and whatever you're doing is not going mature to so your team, send them a message, then drop the message in its kind. Then the person will join. Don't just pick contact and maybe you have 1,000 contacts or 500 contacts or 300 contacts or 100 contacts and you hear that you get $30 and you have calculated, no, I'll get like 20 persons that register $600. That's about 300 and something thousand. Almost okay. Let me add all of them in one group. As you add them, you drop all the resource material. That's super wrong. That's no intelligent way to build a team. That's one of the worst way to build a team in this world I know. I've never seen any worse way like that. That's the worst way to build a team. That's the worst way to build a team. I don't know any worse way, but this is like one of the worst way to build a team. Recently, somebody called me, wanted to introduce me to something. She had to call me and she told me about it. She didn't have the guts. Okay, lesson. Okay, so this one's all about. She had to call me because just send me a message. I will look at it. I will not answer you. That's not the first. Royal Kidney was not the first thing that came into my life. I will look at it and not answer you. So even when people used to complain, I used to laugh because if you build a team, you won't complain for loss. Rather, you find a way to satisfy your team so that you find a way to learn. So for me, I would like to say that don't build a team and go and add people directly. Give them room to make the decisions themselves. Thank you very much. Mr. Sampson, over to you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, reacting on that as well, on building a team. Usually these days we have so many WhatsApp groups such that people just create groups and add people without their consent. Yeah, I don't think that's a very nice way to build a team. I think firstly, we get the consent of people. Maybe you may get into their inbox and talk to them about the opportunity you are trying to offer them. And then also get to introduce to them that you have a group or an active group that gives updates about this particular business. So if you care to join, you would add them up. So if they say yes, you go ahead and add them up. If they say no, leave them alone and continue to send them private messages once in a while. Because these persons may come into your group if you add them against their will, they may come into your group and say, okay, who added me to this scam group? A statement like that, like we have a prospect group where we get to add people that we feel are interested in the business, but maybe are constrained by finances or they are constrained by one or two challenges, and they just need to be there to get constant feedback and constant motivation. So imagine somebody you just added against the person's consent coming into a group like that, and then begins to say, who added me to this scam group? This is how they scam me in the other group, and mentions them. And statements like that may even demoralize other persons, So that's just it about that. Now, when Madam Blessing was talking, she mentioned team building and she also mentioned trading. She measured on the team building. Okay, let me just say little. She's my madam and she has done justice to it. But let me talk about trading very little. When I joined, I'm still very new anyway. So, but the motivation is the fire in me. So I am motivated to talk to people and try as much as possible to want to bring people as much as I can. So when I started with about $60. I started with $60. And then I realized that in my group, I'm seeing people with $500, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. I was like, this $60 can never give me the results that these persons are getting. I know now, the more the money, the more the profit. So I started with $60. And I think after like a day or two, I added another $70. After I think about a week later, I added $100, $200. So since then, I've been adding almost every week. I will add $100, $200, $100, $200, $100, $200 till what I have now in my portfolio. So the message is this: If you maybe you came into Royal Q and then you did your registration, and then you are still trading with $20 and you are here, I'm not sure you are doing the right thing. If you are still trading with $20, $50, $100, $200, in fact, that's the more reason why you should talk to people. Like Madam said, she said she's not used to talk. She was not used to maybe talking to people before all this online business, before COVID, you know. But when she saw the viability of online businesses, MLM, and then she began to see the impacts it will make, and then the profits she even gets from them, she was motivated. And there's one thing about taking action. When you take action and then you are seeing your results, you'll be motivated. For instance, you take action, you see results, you are motivated. But then also the challenge is this. You talk, for the fact that you've spoken to 100 people does not mean that 100 people will sign up. In fact, for the fact that you've spoken to 100 people does not mean 50 people will sign up, 20 people will sign up. Know how, at least 1 or 2 persons, 3 or 4 persons, 5 or 6 persons may sign up, but you're not guaranteed of any sign up. You know, so what you do is that you accept this thing as one of those what's the English to use now? One of those bad days, and you continue promoting your business because you believe in what the business is. You believe in what you are trying to achieve with the business. So if you are still trading with $20 because they said, okay, minimum amount of trade is $10, and now you are still on that $10, I can say that you're not doing it right. If you can use $120 to activate your robot, and then maybe at least minimum of $10 as your gas fee to trade, as your gas fee to enable you to be able to trade, and then you are still using $20, $50, $100 to trade, it is not good. And it is not really a good way to make profit and take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. So my candid advice is this: try as much as possible. Everybody knows that the economy is tight. Yeah, it's very tight. Yeah, everybody knows that. But you should try as much as possible. If you desperately need to, improve your finances, you can. Yeah, there's no two ways about it. In one of our groups, somebody was saying somebody should come and borrow the person money. After looking at the person's results, maybe at the end of the month, the person is making his 20, 30%, depending on the market flow at a time. And then the person is saying, okay, well, since you are making this amount of profit, why not borrow me money? Please, I would want all of us here not to have that kind of mindset. Nobody is here to borrow you money. That money you want me to borrow you, would I not use it for my own trade? Maybe you have your upline and the upline is always posting on her profits or his profits. And then you are like, okay, since you are making such XYZ amount of profit, why not borrow me? No, that's not the right mindset. In fact, that's more like, it's more like a poverty mindset, because you're looking for a way to borrow from somebody that should be trading with his own money. If I'm trading with $2,000, for instance, and I'm making profits of, let's say, $20 to $50 in it every day, and now you are not making it because you are still trading with your $20 or your $50, and then you are coming to my DM to say I should borrow you. The money you want me to borrow you, am I not supposed to also be trading with that money? You should ask yourself now, So no matter, irrespective of how the economy is, it's not so nice, yeah. But then if you really want to raise money, you raise money. Most of us went to school. And if we can raise money for our 4-year courses in school, most at the university level, you did first 100 level, 200, you raise money, you pay school fees. 200 level, you raise money, you pay school fees. 400 level, you raise money, you pay school fees. For a certificate that obviously doesn't feed most of us. Me, for instance, my certificate, I wouldn't know. I've not really used it to. Okay, the job I do currently was not basically based on my certificate. It was based on my IT skills that I got it, and it has helped me so much. Not necessarily because of my certificate. I'm not even sure they concern themselves with if I was a graduate or not. Their major concern was that I was able to use the computer. So if we could go for 4-year courses, 5 years courses, 6 years courses to get degrees that in this in the present economy or in the way things are going now, nobody is even sure if those results and degrees would put food on our table, then I think it's really necessary we take this business very serious. You improve your capital. So if it's going to be in a way where, let's say, in a way you maybe every month you can decide, okay, for instance, you have an 8 to 6 p.m. job, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. job, and then they pay you every month. You may make it as a point of duty to like take 20%, 10%, and instead of leaving the money in the bank, you're always putting it and buying USDT. Okay, this afternoon, a friend messaged me that she wanted to get USDT, and I was like, okay, check on Binance. I checked on Binance, it was like around 580 something, I think 500. So she was like, it's too costly. She will not buy now, she will wait. I was like, Mama, if you really want to buy this thing. I'm not sure these things are coming down. What we are looking at is 600. Time now, we may be looking at $600 naira to $1, then 700, 800, 900. One thing this thing will do for you is this. Your Royal Q, we don't even keep the money there. Your money is in your Binance and you have nothing to fear because it's secure there. So for instance, if you are, let's say, putting, even if it's as little as 10,000 naira every month, in a year, you should have added over $120,000, $20,000 to your portfolio. And that $120,000, whether you even trade on it or not, automatically, if the money is in your Binance in USDT. And then if you want to even convert that money back to Naira, you've made profit. Whether it's 1 kobo extra added to it, you've made profit. Do you know the funny thing? The funny thing is that if that money were to be in your bank account, hope you know that if you leave 200,000 in your bank account, by the end of, let's say you leave it in January, by the end of December that same year, I'm not sure it will be 200,000 again. By the time they will charge you for VAT, then charge you for ATM maintenance, and then charge you for this and that, and charge you for that and this, and you you realize that at the end of it all, you've not really made profit. But even if your money were just to be in USDT, just have the money there in USDT, and then it appreciates over time, and you are still making profit, still in Royal Q. And also, these periods, the markets are really very down, and coins are very cheap. If there's any period you should be buying, or you should be stocking, or you should be bagging, it is now. For instance, most of us are complaining of floating loss. I'm sure that virtually all of us, if we've been trading for some time now, we should have maybe 1 or 2 coins that are maybe presently floating on floating loss. What floating loss means is that it's not the case that your money has gone. That's the difference between maybe when you are doing normal Binance trading futures or stocks. No, when on floating loss, you understand that when the market improves, when the market improves, your coins would obviously sell. So when people complain that Royal Q is this, Royal Q is that, my coins, okay, I've not made profit for 2 days, I've not made profit for 3 days, it is because most times you don't even learn the ropes. And also because you don't learn the ropes, you're on floating loss and you are complaining. If you understand floating loss, you understand that it is not the Royal Q that determines floating loss. No, the general market, the general crypto market, if it is high, and for instance, you are selling your coin at 1%, 2% interest, or take profit, you're taking profit at 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%, depending as the market is. Once the thing improves in the general market, your robot will sell for you. So the robot is not selling, it's not because the robot is not functioning well. It is because the market is down generally. Now that the market is down, it's just like your normal market system. When you buy your commodities very cheap, and then when it begins to appreciate, you sell better. So for instance, if you say BTC, let's say Ethereum is like let's say 2,500. It has been on that 2,500, slightly 400, and moves to 600 for the past maybe 1 or 2 weeks. That's been going up, going down within that range. Okay, before now we know that it was above $5,000, $4,000, and hovering around $5,000. Now you see that it's coming down. It is presently at $2,500. That's over 50% profit if you are even buying to keep on a long term. Now, if you are buying to trade, you are guaranteed of making 1 or 2% daily, because it goes up and comes down, goes up and comes down, goes up and comes down. So if you're able to time the market and you're making 1 or 2% of your $100, $200, $500 daily, I think as much as more persons are complaining of the floating losses and are complaining that the market is down, you should be smiling. And then even if you're having floating loss, you understand that as soon as the market picks up, you are selling. You understand? And then also that why they advise we trade with 10% of your capital, 10%, 20%, 30%. Maybe if you are trading on cycle, it is for you to be able to replenish when there is need for it. But when you are trading with your $20, $50 as your total capital, there's no room for anything like replenishment. There's no room for maximum profit. There's no room for, you're making peanuts. So I think if you can register with $120, you can as well improve your finances to maybe ×2 of that registration amount. And then I think also that until you raise your capital to, let's say, $500, $1,000, $200, you have no business being shy. Maybe you have just $500 on your portfolio, and you are saying you are shy, you can't talk to people. $500, you're not taking advantage of the system. You're not taking advantage of the whole process. Like Ms. Blessing said, no people that make as much as daily. You get to make as much as $500 daily, $200 daily, and stops. It's real. People are making it, and most of these people, they even make it not just from their team. The team, they are not overemphasize it, So we've said so much for today. Although the network wasn't very friendly with us, I know Ms. Blessing will still have 1 or 2 things to add, and then we may want to likely take questions. But before that, Ms. Blessing, are you there?
Okay, yeah, I'm very much there.
Are you there?
You said it all. We're supposed to have some talk on back office, but her network didn't let her in. Hopefully,
Okay.
be able
I'm
to
sure
back
she should.
office
Okay.
on Sunday.
Yeah, you're there, right?
We're supposed to have the meeting on Friday, sorry. Our next meeting is supposed to be on Friday. So hopefully we'll be able to get her in on Friday to talk on how to replenish floating loss. So let's hope for if she's not, I'll just get 2 people so we'll have the standby so that if she doesn't get it, somebody else can stand in for her if she's not available. Okay, so I think that's all. It's over to you. So let's just take some questions and call it a day.
Okay. Now would want to take questions now. So if you have a question, since we are not very much, ideally I would say, okay, maybe you put your hands up and ask a question. So since we are not so much, if you have any question about what we've discussed today, about building your team, and trading, it's actually double T for us tonight. Double T. You are building your team, and then you are learning also how to trade professionally. So if we have any question around these 2 things we've discussed, I would like to I would want us to unmute yourself and ask your question, please. Unmute yourself, ask your question. We're not so much, we can take them randomly.
Good evening, everyone. I have a quick question, please.
Okay.
Thank you for the presentation, Doctor. My question goes thus: with respect to the technical team, some of us who wish to be taking part in the analysis, like the analysis on Binance, those of us that wish to be doing one shot due to our strategies. So I don't know if there's any group for that, because I haven't been referred to anyone yet. All what I have opportunity to do is to take part in the Zooms. So I don't know if there is morning calls for typical technical analysis, not just signals, but technical analysis where we can take part and also share ideas with the other persons. Okay.
Okay. So you are asking about technical analysis class. Okay,
so
classes and okay.
That you be in the make calls yourself. Be a Zoom where it's properly analyzed. The last time we had Harry, usually Mr. Much Money does that for us every Sunday. But we're trying to still bring in more people who could be doing the analysis also from their own basic experience. So next week Sunday, I think I'll be able to talk to Mr. Harry. He's on the call right now. So next week Sunday, we look forward to doing technical analysis for the Zoom.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So Mr. Paul, we are looking at next week Sunday for our technical analysis presentation.
Okay, it's clear. Thank you very much.
All right. Do we have any other question? More questions, so we can be rounding up.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, good evening, Mary TC.
Okay, I want to thank you people for the teachings and information you guys gave us this evening. But I think I came late. So what I want to request is, can we get a recorded link for tonight's presentation?
Okay, yes, there's a recorded link. That's why I'm actually using my YouTube, so that even though you don't get it, you get on my YouTube. I'll drop my name of my YouTube in case the link doesn't get to you. Use YouTube to just locate it, because my cloud is full, so I can't actually. Okay, so I just dropped my name now. You could just search for my full name on YouTube. All the ones we've done so far, there are some. And the person who asked for technical analysis, there's some technical analysis we've done so far too. We did some 2 days back. You could also go watch them and also prepare yourself towards Sunday on how to enter trade. It could help you also. Thank you.
Yeah, I was there when Mr. Harry presented. I was there. I thought there was another conference holding probably in the WhatsApp or Telegram. That's what I was asking
Okay,
about.
so we do that. Just be on Sunday Zoom. Just be on a Sunday Zoom meeting. On the Sunday Zoom meeting, we get technical trainings. Our Sunday Zoom meetings are basically for only technical training, how to analyze trades, how to pick up a
Hello.
trade, how to spot up. Okay.
Hello. Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah, I think the guy needs somewhere they do it like every day. Maybe you can just refer to Harry. Harry does that every. He will be tired himself. He does that maybe like 3 times in a day. He even does maybe 12. I think after 12 midnight also. So Harry does that consistently. Maybe you can just refer him to Harry so that he add him to his Telegram
okay,
group.
send me a DM. I would refer you to Ari's stuff.
Yeah.
It's not
Please,
only
how
me
can I
that.
DM you?
Everybody did that. So if you are referring, I refer it to everybody.
Okay, I contact Madam Blessing. First.
Okay, so
It's me on
Madam
WhatsApp.
Blessing,
I'll send you guys the link.
yeah, do even you can write it here. Okay, in the
It's me
chat.
on
Okay,
WhatsApp. I'll
thank you.
send you the link of Ari's stuff. The other phone is not here.
Okay, thank you very much.
Do you have any other question? I guess you're done for the night. Okay, so on behalf of no question, Mr. Innocent, over to you.
All right, we sincerely want to appreciate all of us for creating the time. You know what? I discovered that most persons are really very busy with their lives. So, okay, Mosa Traore, your hand is up. You have a question? Mosa Traore.
Yes, I have a question.
All right, please, you have the floor very briefly before we round up.
Okay, my question is I don't understand well English. Hello?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, and I think
Okay, you
my
can go ahead with your
bot,
question, please.
my bot is not working properly because now
Okay.
2 months, 2 months, with a capital of 200 USDT, I have only less than 5 USDT like cumulative profit. I think it's not normal.
Okay.
And I want to know what is the problem with my bot.
Okay. Can you try to be in the meeting on Friday?
Friday or
of this week? We're having a meeting by 9 Nigeria time.
Okay.
So we'll be having a proper talk on that aspect.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, yeah, so it's on Friday then, same time, 9 p.m. I guess, yeah. Okay, we want to thank as many persons that was able to create time to be here from their busy schedules, you know. The thing is, when people rub minds together like this, especially those of us that are registered already in the business, when we rub minds together like this, I think it's a good way to continue to stay in profit. The truth is, one man can't really know it all, and that's why we gather like this most times to share knowledge with ourselves and to, you know, make sure that we are making profit. So most of us here may also be team leaders. You do well to also try as much as possible to involve your team members as well. Like Ms. Blessing said initially, if you don't carry them along, they will feel cheated, they will not trust you, and it's a red flag. It's a red flag in the sense that subsequently they may not even want to do businesses with you. But if you are so concerned about them and not just about the money or the interest they get to give you when you get them signed on, you realize that they will be more cooperative with you to listen to you and get to follow you subsequently. So I really want to thank us and thank Ms. Blessing and other mighty and amazing leaders that are observing on the platform. God bless us so much. We would call it a night, and we'll see you some other time.
Good night, everybody.
All right.